Hello everyone, my name is Tabernacle John. Uh, Today I had a thought in the car after buying some more 7.62x39 because I'm going shooting some time here, and I need to replenish my stocks. And I thought to myself, wait, the stuff I shoot Norinco is pretty common up here. This box of 500 cost me about $250, but I remember the conversation I had with my buddy who's in the States, and they banned Norinco, both firearms and ammunition, a long time ago. Not just Norinco, but Chinese stuff in general. So I thought, hey, he might want to see it. He told me he wanted to see what the stuff looked like. Of course, this is not vintage stuff. This is all new production, stuff that gets imported. I believe this stuff I bought was imported this year, although I'm opening an older box because, like I said, I bought that box to refill and replace this box I'm about to open here. So anyway, without further ado, here it is. Now I'm going to probably edit this up because I'm probably going to also make a YouTube short out of this. So if you see jump cuts, my apologies. There we go. So I should probably show you what all sides of the box look like. It's not very interesting, but you know, that's what you're here for, right? So we got a nice hazard diamond here. Another label, model number NOR 7.62x39, quantity 500, dimensions, that's what it is. Gross weight is 10 kilograms, and a 7.62x39 mark here. This side's empty, there's nothing on here, so we're just going to open her up now. Alright, so we have a packing list, which is 7.62x39 ball cartridge, quantity 500, these user instructions, and checked by number 3. I don't know who Mr. Number 3 is, but all of mine seem to be checked by Mr. Number 3, so thank you, Mr. Number 3, for checking my ammunition, making sure it ain't defective. And then some user instructions. 1, name of the product. 2, applied weapons. Type 56 semi-automatic rifle. Type 7.62 submachine gun type 56. And 7.62 light machine gun type 56. They pulled in America there and named a lot of things type 56. This refers to the SKS. This refers to the AK, and this reports, I don't know what the hell this refers to. 7.62 light machine gun type 56. Oh, bullet extraction force. Well, if you want to take a look at that, go ahead and pause the video. I'm not going to go through all of it. Maybe useful actually, so who cares. Alright, so here's what the boxes look like. Up here in Canada, these things come in two forms. Norinco red box and Norinco white box. Of course, they're named after the color of the boxes they come in. Now, let me discuss something about this. So, in Canada, like I said, you got Norinco red box, Norinco white box. Norinco white box and red box, they're both supposed to be non-corrosive as it states here. However, there are many people that have had issues with corrosive primers being mixed in with this ammunition. Unfortunately, I am not one of those people that has ever had issues with this. However, there are people that have definitely had issues with this. So here's the view of these boxes. I just wanted to say that because there are rumors going around that anything produced before 2018 may have corrosive primers. But since all of this stuff is brand new, made in China, and I know it's brand new because the shit sells out, and they have to import more. So anything before 2018, and in my experience, anything that is in Norinco white box, you have to be careful of when shooting, because, well, the lack of a better word, the Chinese might troll you and give you corrosive stuff. And you can't really tell because all of this stuff is copper washed steel case. Let's look at the box here. We have NOR 7.62x39, 7.62x39 FMJ, 122 grain full metal jacket, non-corrosive. And then there's a warning, keep out of reach of children. And you have it in French too, which is epic. You have more warnings on the back. This may cause serious injury. Use only ammunition in good condition. Blah blah. There it is. Keep out of reach of children, and then a barcode. Now, like I said, I have had multiple of these, and they're all stamped by Inspector Number 3. So I don't know who Inspector Number 3 is, but at least Mr. Inspector Number 3, you've never betrayed me. You've never given me corrosive ammunition. Now, as I said before, this is copper washed steel case. Now, the copper washing, I also think they're Berdan primed, I believe. So you can't reload these at all. I've never actually tried. They might not be Berdan primed, but that does not look like a small rifle primer. It looks like a Berdan primer. Now the case heads are stamped 31119. I don't actually know what these case head stamps mean. I've heard people hypothesize that this lower number is the years of production, but I don't know if that's true. And the top number being the factory they were produced at. But again, they come in a really nice plastic holder, for lack of a better words. It grips onto the actual projectile itself. 20 a box, and they're all packed like this. Like I said before, these are copper washed steel case, not copper plated or anything. And so the copper washing tends to rub off onto components, and people will often confuse that, at least people on Reddit, because people on Reddit, but they will often confuse that for rust and think that, shit, this ammunition's corrosive, I can't use this. But no, there's a difference between copper washing and copper fouling and actual rust. If you have a question about if it's copper fouling or actual rust, what you should do is you should take a rag with some hops number 9 on it, and then rub it on the component in question. And then if the component leaves a blue residue on the rag and the washing goes, like the copper mark goes away, it was definitely copper fouling. The blue mark is copper salts being formed I forgot what it's called, but you've seen in science class in high school, you've probably seen the blue copper salts. Copper sulfate, I think? I don't know. That's probably not what is being formed when you use hops number 9, but the blue color is an indicator of it being copper and not being rust. If it's rust, it'll just come off as like orange or black. But yeah, there's what it looks like. They come 500 to a little crate like this. And what I like to do with them is I like to put them back on stripper clips, because this does not come with stripper clips. Just because stripper clips are a lot easier to organize. So I'm going to go get the stripper clips. Alright, I'm back. So, this out of the way. Get my ammo box here. This is just a regular plastic 30 cal little box from Plano. A lot of these extra stripper clips, and like I said, I like putting them on there because they are way easier to organize. There's some silica gel packs in there. So what I usually do is I grab the entire block and I kind of just take the rims of the cartridge and feed it in like that onto the clip. Usually it works. Sometimes it doesn't, and you just gotta pull them off. Ugh. So these are all Russian. This is a mix of Russian, Czech, and Chinese stripper clips. Usually the Russian ones have a very nice coating or coat of kind of black paint on them. The Chinese, I found, they just have raw metal on theirs. And the Czech stuff also usually has that really nice coating. The coating of paint allows you to more easily slide the ammunition on and off. So if you don't see what I'm doing, I'm taking the back end of the case, depressing the leaf spring here, and then sliding it onto the rails. One more time. There we go. Usually I like to try to do 2 at a time, or grab 2 at a time. And there we go, there's a full stripper clip. The Russian ones have a Russian character somewhere on the back of this. I think that one I just had was a Czech. This is a Chinese one. You can tell that there's no coat of paint on here. Versus a nice Russian one. You can tell. Oh, that one. This one actually might be Czech. I don't know. I can't tell. Here we go. These, since it's just bare metal, they scrape and create a lot more friction. So sometimes it's harder to actually get the ammunition off. But that's how it be. So a note here. Sometimes you'll find black gunk on this, but really the condition don't matter. As long as it seats properly, she'll shoot. Now it's gotten a bit darker here, but it's only been about 40 minutes. That's what happens when you live in the northern hemisphere. And it's around fall. We lose daylight pretty easily. It's only about 6 o'clock, so I've had to turn off a light or turn on the light. So this is basically what it looks like. Just a plano can filled with 7.62x39 stripper clips. I still have some to go, but they're not going to fit in here, so I thought I'd just make this recording now. But to end off, I guess I'll talk about the reason why I take the time to put these on stripper clips, even though I'm just going to take them off later when I shoot. Storage on stripper clips makes them easier to use if you're shooting your SKS. If you're taking them off, I guess it's kind of a chore if you're going to put them in your like X plus XM10, or if you're going to put them in your Type 81, or for Yankee Doodle if you're going to put them in your AK. But I don't really find that all that frustrating. You can get like adapters that just kind of allow you to push the stripper clip into the magazine. I don't have any of those. Because I only have the Type 81 that takes mags. Most of my 7.62x39 guns, them being 4 other SKSs, they take stripper clips, so this is fine for me. Secondarily, they're a lot easier to pull one out. One stripper clip is 10, so you can hand 2 of these to a buddy and say you have 20 shots. And the last is, I guess it's kind of a safety issue. I don't really think it is. I've never heard of it, but the stripper clips actually cover up the primers on when they're on there, so there's no way, for one cartridge chip to slam against the primer and set it off. These are all basically military surplus. So these have fairly hard primers. So I don't think the tip of a cartridge smacking into it when, let's say, it's in an ammo case and jiggling around, I don't think that would set it off. But, there's always a possibility. You never know with Chinese production. But this is full with about 400. I could maybe fit another 30 or 40 rounds before I can't close this anymore. So like 2 here and 2 here, but this is about full. As you can see, I still do have some stripper clips left and some ammunition in boxes, but this is about as full as I'm gonna put it. So I hope you enjoyed. Especially, I know I've had a couple friends ask about how Chinese ammunition is. This stuff shoots pretty well. It groups as you'd expect it to. Not the most accurate stuff by any means, and you can't reload it because I'm pretty sure this is Berdan Prime steel case. However, it's very cheap. Let me get their receipt out. I paid 289 Canadian dollars for a case of 500. It used to be a lot cheaper. It used to be about like $2.50 for a case of 500. So you're looking at like 50 cents per. But with inflation and stuff like that, there's not much you can do. So this is the cheapest non-corrosive ammo you can get. Stuff from PPU or SNB, that's gonna run you way more than 50 cents per. So what can you do, right? Believe that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed. for you Americans out there, or I guess foreign, non-Canadian people, this is kind of Norinco stuff is kind of an oddity, an exotic ammunition brand since you can't get it in the States. But here it's just kind of your bargain bin 7.62x39. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at it. I'm gonna pack up this last couple stripper clips and then throw a lock on her and throw her back in my safe for shooting later. So hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.